Et... Oh putain, un coup ça. Salut tout le monde, c'est le retour, c'est Monster Keeper 38. Oh my god. Ouais. Passe ce soir, ma mère. Je lui donnerai le jeu en même temps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Oh my god.
Tiens.
Ah ouais, pas de soucis.
Allô.
Stay in cover.
Ah, ouais, laisse ton t-shirt tranquille.
Tiens, il est là, le propre.
Oui, bah je prendrai le propre tout à l'heure.
Elle te remet un suppositoire?
C'est ça. Comme je souffre ma race là.
Ça fait pas mal, arrête.
C'est
On
ça.
a bien mis à les suppositoires.
Ouais, mais moi je les mets doucement, toi tu les mets fort.
Tu mets ça dans le cul.
Ouais.
Outstanding warrant, armed
Elle
robbery.
me les met en profondeur d'un seul coup, elle.
Whole posse with them. Bad luck for them. They're all yours
Putain.
now. We need some information.
Oh mais mon pouf douillet, tu sais ce qu'il va te dire ton pouf douillet? Je vais te mettre une prothèse dans le terre. Mais tu vas comprendre ce que ça te fait ta douleur.
They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. We
Oui.
got 4 years.
Ouais, ouais, ça fait pas mal. T'as pas vu comment je souffle là, hein?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up
Oh,
this huge
so
display
cute.
case, threw it out a plate glass
Tu vas
window.
l'enrayer?
Then he vaulted out of there like something out of
Tu
Barnum
veux
and Bailey.
une autre
Got
couleur?
away. I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer.
Il a
that kind
tapé
of-
son frangin encore. Allez, c'est parti pour toi. Avec le téléphone, je
Done too
parie.
badly yourself.
Ah ouais?
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull.
Oh my
Could be.
god.
Any Central Unit 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle
My
code 3
god.
identified.
Putain. Mon dieu, des mois parce que là. C'est une platine. Bah oui.
We caught up with Mao. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy, goes by the name of Willie.
Tu vas voir toi, le jour où t'as ça, ma petite, et je vais profiter que t'as bien mal, qui va souffrir ta
Where's the
race.
burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette
Alors,
case
du
on
coup,
there?
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Du coup, c'est lui.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Combien faut le prendre et les bottines, elle est à 28?
Cherche un truc de quoi? Des bottines de quoi?
À 5 euros.
Bah, t'as qu'elle pas.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
C'est la plus grosse mission que j'ai jamais fait. Là. La 2X.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
Ouais.
A hopped-up model, a cad, and a circus freak. Only in L.A.
Fairy tales of the rich and famous.
More like pathetic tales of the desperate to be rich and famous. Junkie Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Arnett, LeBlanc, and Willie.
Don't you go putting the pieces together again before they fit, Phelps. Listen to your old pal Rusty. Or should I say Finbar.
I wouldn't call him that if I were you.
What do you care? It doesn't sound like you're the top of his Christmas card list.
He gives everyone a hard time. That's just how he is.
Whatever gets you through the day, Cole.
Sûrement. J'en sais rien, moi.
Are you trying to mow them down?
Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
You appear
Si,
to have
je l'ai
recovered some
déjà.
stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes,
Si, on l'avait joué
of
ensemble.
course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
Ouais.
No, thank you, ma'am.
Ouais.
We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
L'élastique qui arrache pas les cheveux, c'est quoi qu'il faut?
We recovered a black sapphire ring.
Comme ça?
Beautiful.
J'en sais rien, je m'en
Belongs to my
fous.
daughter.
Tant que tu m'as pas pris ma
What
grenade,
can you
je
tell us
m'en
about the
fous.
burglary?
A
Je vais voir sur
terrible
Wish s'il y en a des
At
gratos.
least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what
S'il y
you
en a des
recovered.
gratos, moi j'en vends.
Briquet, grenade?
I get the sense that you're worried about something, Mrs. Eavestrom.
Cliquez,
I've
grenade.
already received the insurance claim.
Non,
detective.
j'attends la
Is
suite
there
du,
any way we
du
could
5e
return
épisode.
these items discreet?
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered
Sure.
some of the things that were stolen, Don.
What did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring,
Briquet.
Miss Swanson. Would you be
Briquet à
surprised to know
grenade.
that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go
Bah oui,
straight to
c'est
Henry Arnett's
sport.
place and sort this mess out.
Ne s'agisse pas, bah, ça va servir. Moi, Wish, je...
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is shocking it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Non, Paranormal Activity, je crois bien que c'était. Non, c'est un lui là. Ouais, comme moi, c'est l'officiel Sony, pareil. Elle est trop. Oh, c'est en plusieurs fois. Elle est trop. C'est trop.
T'as des vitres, t'as pareil la photo, vraiment.
Je m'en fous des vitres tant que j'ai ma sacoche.
Faut voir un peu plus flou. Un peu plus double.
Mais je m'en fous tant que j'ai ma sacoche qui me protège mon appareil photo, alors hein, le reste,
Come on, sister.
pas de modifier mon appareil photo.
Who your fiance really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Isn't this just nice?
Quoi?
37 € le trépied quand même.
37 €, mais moi tu me l'as donné moi mon trépied, je l'ai toujours, il est là. Le trépied que tu m'as offert.
Stop!
Don't kill him,
LAPD!
Cole. This guy's our case. Go on,
Put
get
your
out.
hands in the air! Give it up, LAPD!
C'est fourrure capuche.
De quoi?
Je cherche fourrure capuche pour une maison.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry? We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Your office is empty and you're behind on the rent.
Times are tough.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was gonna marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was gonna create a new gang.
You wanted Julia Randall out of your life.
Why would we want that? Julia was our friend.
Julia was his hump, sweetheart. They were the Bonnie and Clyde of society burglars. He met you and realized he didn't have to steal anymore. He could just mooch from you. He needed Julia out of the way.
Julia was insatiable. She didn't care about anyone, not the least me. She was never going to go back to the poverty she came from. I wanted it to stop.
Who is Henderson and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Give it up, Arnett. You're facing the gas chamber. Give the judge some reason to commute.
You still don't get it, do you? Julia entrapped everyone. She was so beautiful. So goddamn cool.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Je vais faire une portée à Lara bientôt. Je vais faire une portée à Lara. Je ferai une portée. Il est chiant quoi. C'est ça. Bien sûr c'est à Lara, oui.
Ta mère elle veut pas.
Ma mère alors elle veut pas. Ma mère elle veut pas, j'en ai rien à foutre, mon père il est d'accord avec moi.
Ah bon, Lara.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. It didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No, please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Is this... Et allez, encore un nouveau mort, et allez, c'est parti. Il s'est suicidé. J'ai dit, allez, putain. Oh, ça, non, hein.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler.
last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
Je vais récupérer les souvenirs parce que moi les miennes ils sont toutes foutues. Et je vais les couper.
We have an address for the runner.
Let's
Il y a
try and
des
wrap this
Adidas
up
hein,
then.
quand même.
Ouais, je sais. Et je vais prendre la même mesure que ceux-là.
Ça va aller madame.
Putain, faut couper tout ça?
Ça me fera chier que tu me coupes mes semelles.
Je vais en retrouver des autres en grande surface?
Bah oui.
Ça, tu peux t'en servir dans tes chaussures de sécurité?
Ouais. Il s'est suicidé.
That old boy really fell for that bra.
Je remets ça pour...
Donne-moi des gâteaux s'il te plaît.
She was incredible.
Donne-moi des gâteaux s'il te plaît.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
J'ai envie de t'en mettre une à force depuis hier soir, j'ai envie de te la mettre. Ta claque.
Quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
All these cops? It's gotta be something big.
Thank God it is hard there.
Calme-toi, hein. Direct, hein. C'est bien.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet.
Quoi?
We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh! Yeah.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch really picked this
Va me
spot
chercher
for
des...
it up here.
Va me chercher un os s'il te plaît. peux même faire ça quand même.
Randall's folks are flying into New York to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me. Well, you had that impact on a lot of them.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Merci.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Vous pouvez pas traîner. Ah, enfin. That.
The whole company is gone, Hank. The Major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
There you go.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Elle a recadré, on peut pas.
Du coup, ça va être encore un crime exceptionnel cette fois-ci.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Beautiful
Du
day.
coup, je voulais regarder mes coupes. Je suis en coupe.
Moi non plus.
Bravo. Pas de chose.
C'est vrai que ça m'allait bien les cheveux longs, hein?
I just don't know how to
God
dance
damn it.
Bebop.
Can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Come on, Roy.
On my way. Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Du coup, tac tac tac. Hop. On va faire 1 heure de vidéo. Et ça arrêtera d'une petite séquence de pause. Et puis voilà. Tac, tac.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Ah, t'as pas mis la photo de l'ambiance café?
Quoi?
Là?
Non.
Another day, another dollar. Well-maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click? Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
C'est mieux qu'il fallait faire ça.
We should follow up on the musician angle. Another day, another dollar. He kept his stash close at hand.
Ta mère, elle a eu Fred.
Ouais.
Elle sait pas... Il va lui dire à l'heure qu'il y a tout le monde.
Find anything interesting?
Bon allez, tu veux bouffer quoi mon cœur?
J'en sais rien.
C'est des crocs?
We have a new source. Where's
Pas
this
trop
coming from?
cuit.
What's left in circulation?
Moi je le veux blanche.
Comme je fais moi avec le fromage dessus?
Non, fais des croque-mouches à la chef, tiens.
Allez, putain si je me bouge pas, je peux pas y arriver. Hein? La boîte je la jette. Hein. Ah, on n'a pas la semelle alors. C'est pas une bonne qualité Amazon. Hein.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply. These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Ah, il y a un autre cas, ça semble bien.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city. They didn't even try to crack the safe. Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Donc il est pas mal. Non.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I'd been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you?
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, Matt.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent.
Une déchirure à l'anus.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Il y a le cirque que je disais à son père, faut qu'il emmène, et là, il ne pense jamais à l'emmener. Ça, sa fille, c'est pas son option. Tu peux ouvrir un peu le volet en face, il n'y a plus de soleil.
Ouais.
Le soleil est de ce côté maintenant. Ça va?
Never the same, are they?
Comme ça? Là.
Bon bah direction poste police. Hein.
You can fake sincerity, you got it.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Any of the vicinity officer needs assistance, 1825 North Highland Avenue, 1825 North Highland Avenue. Unit to handle code 2 identify.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
We should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Mais tu mettrais ton blouson, toi tu t'en sers pas de ce
This
blouson,
way.
toi
Pas pour l'instant.
Comme ça, quand je vais dehors, je vais venir.
Ouais.
Mouthpiece door strips off me at the
Harry,
end.
you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better go.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Oh!
So,
That is,
how do you connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
$500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. This is the crate we recovered. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
The Goldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Tic, tic, tic. Hop, ça se fait. Je sais rien moi ce que j'avais dit. Il est déjà. Non. Faut aller à la pote de justice peut-être. Bon bref, en abrégé, c'est facile à dire.
So, half-year-old
Vous êtes expéditif en abrégé, oui ou non?
late Mr. Goldrick included.
They weren't my lackeys.
Subordinates then, whatever you want.
Va sauter
There were a lot of people on that boat.
Maybe you're behind this whole thing, Phelps. Wouldn't that be a master stroke?
Non,
Hey,
une heure.
cut me in early and we'll ride this one into the sunset.
Sounds like you've got the case all sewn up, Roy. We should call it a day and go home.
Non.
And miss out on the blue room? I couldn't
Qui
do that to
fait,
you.
qui fait les trottoirs? C'est quoi à ton avis? Une quoi? Non. Ouais, bah c'est ça.
Isn't that the
Oh, du coup,
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow. Or their knucklehead buddies, Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
Bah ouais, là je suis en vacances. Moi là je fais des vacances.
How about you get a drink while I see this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Si tu veux, allez.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Hopheads appear to get a free pass at this club. You all know about the morphine.
And how do you expect to prove that? I have a rehearsal to finish. It's time for you to leave.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with you, officer.
Bah, la Noire, c'est... La Noire, ça a tout le temps été l'anglais. Hein.
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of
Oh, si t'as pas fait sur PS3, t'es mal, mon gars.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the
Faut mieux
law.
que tu
My
regardes ça
job
sur
is to
YouTube, quoi,
prosecute
c'est
the
en
laws of
français.
this city.
Il y a un mec qui parle en français.
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. And clever. But words are just words.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to next.
Owen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
tu vas voir.
Ouh, tu vas voir.
C'est ta fille? C'est ta fille, hein? Comme ça tu dors avec. Oh, ils vont me changer mon forfait. Au lieu d'être à 1h, je vais être à 2h30. Et je vais payer que 10 € par mois. Avec 100 gigas d'internet. 100 gigas d'internet. Là, je vais vite y aller, moi, je sais pas faire ça.
Damn it!
C'est ça que je veux. Ah, si c'est bon, c'est bon. Il va lui déranger.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Damn!
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Eggs are running.
LAPD, we have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Igabiva along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard it.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating
Ouais,
the
du
meat
coup,
while my lunch
on va
gets
pas
cold?
monter tout de suite.
We have
hein,
some
du coup,
questions.
je fais pas de pause pendant ce temps.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Word is that Jack Dragna is closing you out. You're gonna need friends, Mr. Cohen. We need that morphine.
Dragna? He's an old woman, all right? He's frightened to cross the road. Listen, I don't need your help, boy chick. I got plenty of friends at the LAPD already.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
See?
Dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D, Jimmy Ugly.
Tiens.
But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you.
Je vais te le mettre.
You boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that.
Touche pas mon ami.
Come on, Cole.
Touche le laptop.
We have to cut that though. Looks bad with the
L'anus?
We have
Tu
to
veux
know the
l'anus?
rest of it.
Un bisou sur l'anus?
There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little
La
packages.
langue?
Non.
Squeeze
Tu me
on
dois
those
dans le
guys.
cul?
Non.
That don't seem the type to frighten.
Tu ne penses même pas?
Ouais.
We'll see.
Et si je te fais ça?
Non.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Tu me dois dans le cul?
Non.
Ah, on va lui mettre un collier.
Que dalle. Je sais, merci.
Il se fait chier, mon père, pour préparer la main avec la commode.
Ouais. Pof. Je dis pof. Je pourrais pas bouger aujourd'hui. Ouais. Mais c'est incroyable qu'on peut pas te toucher. Oh là là. Je voulais passer où il y avait ça.
Phone number and restaurant table. It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. It's Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't
Et les croque-monsieur, ils sont faits.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
It's my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Cool Ridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Bien. Faut que je fasse un appel.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Du coup, c'est parti.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
C'est parti.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Du coup, alors...
He's a tough customer.
Any Central unit of 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Okay.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
You wouldn't know why Eddie McGoldrick had 3 of them.
Goddamn fool.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm gonna be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Oh, no. No, 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 no! You did not just do that.
They just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Bon, je serai faire Amazon.
I can't take a shot from here, Cole. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. It's no good. We need to get closer. Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer. Getting close and steer him off the tar.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Non, je peux l'accent courte poursuite, s'il te plaît.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
These guys aren't gonna go quietly. Open fire!
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Ça, on l'a déjà vu. Donc.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda out and bring down the whole administration. We've got to put a lid on the press. Can someone check the over the Times? It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we drop the story now. Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quiet. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
C'est un peu
Who
plus
is
comme
this
ça.
guy? And what does he want, Coral?
Bon, la
Roy
cause,
Earl,
mon choulet.
Detective. Administrative Vice.
Y'a pas en Lacoste. Non, moi je vais en Lacoste, tu vois.
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero in the war who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie war, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve.
Bon, c'est pas grave.
Could be all over the papers by tomorrow. And you.
De toute façon, elle va bien la mienne pour l'instant.
So, what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Voilà.
Owen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
T'as le lot de deux pour 16 €.
De quoi?
De sacoche.
Hmm. Voilà, rien. Rien. Non. Et non. Attends, la voiture.
Get a move on, Roy. Hoo-ah.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine. They're waiting for someone to crack it.
C'est ça.
On l'accoste.
C'est imitation.
Oui, j'aime pas l'imitation.
Get in close and steer him off the tar. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. It's no good. We need to get closer. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Et ce style-là.
Ouais. Ouais. Ah oui. Non.
Il a été à 132, ils l'ont mis à 16.
T'as envoyé quoi encore, lui? Et t'as envoyé quoi?
Non, c'est toi que je veux, mon précieux.
Oui, c'est ça, oui. T'as rêvé, je crois rien. Hein. Non, mais il est arrivé, le gars.
Tu peux rêver, mon gars. Tu peux rêver.
Rêve bien, hein, tu l'auras jamais.
Je suis précieuse.
Si, tu peux rêver.
Toi, le doigt de ton chou. Tu peux rêver, mets-toi ton doigt dans le trou bien profond, tu rates. Ça c'est Luigi ça. Maman.
Bah, réponds-nous, faut occuper moi. Non.
Oui.
Non, tu l'as raconçonné. Rappelle-toi.
Get in cover.
Get behind something, Phelps. You're pretty brave for a dead man.
J'ai pas pu répondre. J'arrive pas sur le téléphone de Thierry. Là, il joue au jeu.
Je suis occupé.
Ouais, non, là, ils ont fait faire des coques aussi à la chèvre. Voilà. Et toi, tu fais quoi, là?
Bah, j'entends que Giro, il finit de m'amener dans le jardin, là. Là, on a acheté du thé. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Voilà.
Kill a cop,
tout à l'heure.
and it's the electric chair.
Et tu viens manger ce soir?
Non, parce que j'ai trop mal au dos. Ah, non.
Voilà. Et t'as mis la Voltaren?
Viens m'en mettre là. Et demain, vous faites quoi?
Demain, on fait quoi?
Pourquoi?
Parce que moi, je voulais qu'on aille à Grand Place, là où on est allé avec Thierry. Si ça t'intéresse d'aller à la foire full de Grand Place, tu veux y aller? Rien du tout. D'accord, ok, ça marche. Voilà. Voilà, j'ai pas de sujet.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck.
Ouais. Voilà, on ira comme ça, d'accord. Je t'appelle pas demain matin, ça veut dire. D'accord, ok, ça marche. Là, j'ai fait le grand nettoyage, j'ai jeté une dizaine de slips avec des trous. J'ai bien fait? Oh, pour la Saint-Valentin? Oh, vous allez au restaurant tous les deux?
Really did it. Wonder whether
Il
it
était encore vivant, le mec.
Ah, tous les quatre avec Thierry Médou, alors.
Wouldn't you risk it?
Bon, faut s'habiller sur notre 31. Ouais, après je reste que moi hier, là demain, on s'arrêtera à Carrefour, j'ai acheté des foie gras pour tous les deux. C'est pas la peine, hein. Voilà. Et je voulais te dire, Léa, elle va au cirque de l'Esplanade là-bas, il est toujours. Voilà, et là il va l'emmener tout à l'heure. J'ai dû l'habiller chaudement. Ah ça y est, elle a fait l'aisselle tout le... Attends 5 minutes, je suis morte de rire. Qu'est-ce qu'il a passé? Ok, alors... Rien, je rigole avec Rudy, il m'envoie des messages que j'en peux plus. Il est con ce mec. On rigole bien avec lui, hein. Ah ça va y est, tu sais quoi, ça m'a fait du bien d'aller à l'ambiance café un vendredi. Allez, bisous, à demain. Ouais, ok. Il est grave, hein, ton copain.
Il a marqué quoi encore?
T'as qu'à lui donner des cours particuliers à Marie.
T'as donné des cours particuliers.
Elle connaît rien, mais ça pour moi, tu sauras. Vous donnez des cours particuliers, on lui donne?
Par contre, c'est 50 € les cours particuliers. Hein.
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
D'accord, bah tu me donnes 50 € et on
s'arrange. Attends, tu lui marquer, t'as qu'à l'emmener au sex shop.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cullen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Écris avec ton micro, chérie, t'as un micro, c'est...
Light them up. All right, let's kill these bastards.
Ouais.
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Find the cover! open! Stay in cover! Get in cover! Stay in cover. Give me some goddamn cover. You're covered, Phelps.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap...
No buts. This is more important.
You're in interview too, Phelps. There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
I didn't want to.
Alors...
Roy can take care of himself, Detective Phelps. Back to your case.
Non, c'est tout fait. C'est tout rayé, c'est tout fait. C'est juste que poste prise, il faut...
Help me out. What do you think?
You're on your own, partner. Get in that room and get a confession.
Strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown.
marqué encore.
Sheldon. Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the cooler. You can't prove that. Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student. He has a very
Non mais moi il me file 50 €, moi je lui apprends, moi je fais le prof.
I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're training to be a doctor, Courtney. How do you justify all of these deaths? You're supposed to want to save people.
Before you get on your high horse, I saved my fair share in Peleliu and Okinawa. My conscience is clear. How do you sleep at night?
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But
Et il faut aller couper les poutres ou pas?
Non, il faut pas.
Pourquoi?
Parce qu'il a pas envie, ton père.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What do you offer, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Non, j'aime bien la montre qu'on a commandée, ça me suffira très bien. En plus, elle est double bracelet, bien grosse.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the
Ah
music
ouais,
like
il
they
faudrait
hear
que tu t'en achètes une autre.
Je m'en fous que je la paye 5 €.
Bah oui.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Ouais.
What is
Oh,
going on?
You're
non,
suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the jury.
Ou comme moi, tu prends.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy, and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press.
What the hell were you thinking?
Je vais dire à Marilyn, ton mec il veut t'emmener au sex shop.
C'est plus de travail. C'est nouveau ça.
Elle avait éclaté devant, c'était une montre gratuite.
Pourquoi?
Parce qu'il y a des montres gratuites.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage
Regarde s'il y a
here.
des montres.
You want me to
Celle-là
call
elle
the
est belle,
police?
c'est comme la tienne. Là,
Sake, Marie. Can't we at least
elle est
talk?
gratuite. C'est celle-là que t'habilles gratuite?
Do you love her?
J'aime pas trop moi les têtes.
Do you?
Il y a autre chose qui a été dit.
What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to
On va,
explain, Marie.
on va voir un peu mon père pour qu'on voit comment il bricole.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters
Non,
camped
moi
out
je
on the
bouge
front lawn all
pas.
morning.
Si toi si tu veux, moi je bouge pas.
I can't stand it, Cole.
Eh ben ça part en cacahuète ce que je vois.
Avec qui?
Non, non, dans le jeu.
déjà il y a les outils là pour les montres pour réparer. Ta mère vous a gâché une montre, elle est foutue la sienne. J'ai regardé sur Riche. Une comme ça, elle ne lui plairait pas?
Ouais.
Regarde. Tu peux acheter?
Ouais.
Marron, bicolore, rose, vert, violet.
J'en sais rien, moi.
Rose. Elle est comme ça en rose. Non. Hein.
Si, j'aime bien.
Allez. Rose, ça, 3 €. Et puis ça fait 5 €. Ils sont pas chers. Ça suffit.
Oh.
Ah.
C'est.
Continuez vos achats, si?
Oui.
Ah. Il y en a rose d'accord.
Bon, mes amis, je vous dis à une prochaine vidéo. Ciao tout le monde. Abonnez-vous sur ma chaîne YouTube. Ciao.